is this? It feels so soothing.
Hat der das gesehen und hat seine Erinnerung zurückbekommen?
Where are we? Is this the phase space where divine knights and awakeners make their contracts?
Na, was du geschrieben hast, oder Kesha hat das alles zu Wien gesagt. Das kann natürlich sein, aber dann finde ich es ein bisschen umständlich ausgedrückt. So, gut, kann auch einfach, das kann dann einfach daran liegen, dass es im Japanischen wahrscheinlich deutlich ausgedrückter wurde und dann einfach schwer oder zu übersetzen war. Das kann natürlich sein.
Nah. I get the feeling we're somewhere else entirely.
Valimar, you can speak again? This is different from when we spoke back in the workshop, isn't it?
Correct. It seems the curse has temporarily loosened its grip on me. My means of expression remain limited, however. Perhaps I will recover the ability to speak in the real world at some point.
I hope so.
Thank the goddess.
Hear my words, Awakener, and secondary contractors. The Ebon Knight is not the only one to blame for all the tragedies you named. Mankind's weakness contributed to bringing them about. If you fail to understand this, you have no hope of prevailing in the rivalries ahead. Even with the sword.
The sword?
Kann das bitte endlich mal wieder blau werden? Milliams Farbe war blau. Oh.
It can't be. Milliam!
Milliam!
Hey guys! Did you miss me? I've been watching over you guys the whole time. Every time you got in a pickle, and every time you whooped your way right out of it. Guess I should say sorry though, for not being strong enough. I wanted to be able to say, I saved the day. That I helped protect everyone. But I never thought I'd cause you guys all this grief instead.
Milliam!
You don't have to apologize.
Not in the slightest. You did more for us than we ever could have asked.
Wow, Yusufs Voice Actor ist aber gerade auch... Der macht einen richtig guten Job in diesem Spiel. Immer wenn es um Milliam geht, macht er einen richtig guten Job.
I'm guessing the two of you appeared to tell us something important. Am I right?
Yeah. Being stuck like this helped us finally figure a few things out. First off, you were right about the rivalries being struggles for power between the Divine Knights. Crow's an immortal, so he should have totally vanished from our world after he was defeated. But it seems like you guys figured it out. Making him your kin like that bought him some more time. Though, when it comes to the end of the Great Twilight, I probably don't even need to say it.
That's me, living with a death sentence over my head.
Crow!
There is one more thing to mention regarding the Ebon Knight. His power is immense, beyond the reach or understanding of this realm. He could defeat every one of us. However, this would not make him whole again. He requires a worthy opponent. As such, I expect the following will occur. The Ebon Knight will wait until one knight has absorbed the power of the other 5 in order to have his worthy opponent. However, because this opponent has such power, it is at this point Ishmelga could potentially be defeated.
The Jaeger King's Palatinate Knight, the Steel Maiden's Argent Knight, the Prince's Vermilion Knight, Rufus's Arg Knight, and Reen's Ashen Knight partnered with Crow's Azure Knight. It'll be one of them who'll be going toe-to-toe with the Ebon Knight.
How about it, Reen? Looks like we don't have much of a choice.
Your rivalry at the Soul Shrine was only a preview of what's to come.
Maybe we can convince the boss to join us, just like Crow.
Perhaps. And from what we saw in those visions, there could certainly remain a chance to recruit the Steel Maiden to our side as well.
That's right. They of all people should understand what it is we're fighting for.
We can make it work. I'm sure of it.
Ain't gonna be easy, but at least now we finally got some light at the end of this tunnel.
Maybe so. But I somehow doubt Rufus or the Prince will be half as eager to team up with us.
So long as Valimar can win the rivalries and absorb the power of their knights, it shouldn't pose too much of a problem.
With more allies and more power, we might actually have a shot against Chancellor Osborne.
Our odds may be slim, but this is our best chance to defeat Ishmelga for good.
I've made my decision, Valimar. Not as the sacrifice, and not as an ogre, but as myself. We're going to see these rivalries through to the very end, with you and Milliam at our side.
Well said, my Awakener.
That's what I like to hear. I'll be right there with you all the way.
Milliam! Stop! Don't go!
Please, wait! There's still so much I have to say! Come on, guys! You don't have to worry! Even if you can't see me, I'm always with you! Remember, we're all a team! No matter what happens!
That wasn't just a dream, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Now I see. She was never gone. She's been here all along.
Oh, Rufus' Voice Actor macht das wirklich gut.
My big sister.
I'm so glad.
She's come such a long way. I can hardly believe it.
What exactly was that, Grandmother?
A liminal space between dreams and reality, bestowed unto you by the spectral moon mirror. Something similar happened back when I inherited my predecessor's responsibilities. The mirror has granted us more than expected. All those centuries of watching over it were well worth it.
Yeah, they really were.
Rosalia, and Emma, and Celine as well. Thank you for everything.
You could pass that on to Vita and the Rakshasa, too. Props for all the help. Valimar has fallen silent once more. And it's unlikely Milliam will be able to speak to us like that again. Yet, their souls are still with us, always. Of that, we can be certain.
Indeed. Now that we're all together again, there can be no more room for doubt in our path as Class 7.
And as members of the Radiant Wings.
Probably would have been screwed without you witches helping out, though. Guess that's worth a thanks or two.
Mich hätte gerade nicht gewundert, wenn Ash statt Witches einfach Bitches sagt. Weil es ist Ash.
Definitely. I think I'm finally ready to face my father and Sharon again.
Yeah, we owe you guys, big time.
You guys.
You're making way too big a deal over it. I didn't do anything. But I guess I'm glad things worked out.
Ah, it feels as though several centuries of weight has been lifted from my shoulders. As for the new facts that were revealed to us, I will let Vita and Thomas Lysander know what they should.
That'd be a great help. Thank you.
I'm just happy I was able to carry out my duty as a wandering witch. But I couldn't have done it if our family hadn't worked so hard to protect this sacred place. So thank you, Grandmother, for guiding our clan for so many years. And, more than anything, for making me the person I am today.
Just where's all this coming from? What do you think you're doing? Are you trying to bring your poor granny to tears? This old heart of mine can only take so many surprises.
My word.
It would seem our little trip can be counted as a success.
We should bring the good news back to His Highness and the others.
Right. Best not to keep them waiting any longer. Let's be off. to the courageous too.
Das war ein richtig schönes, cooles Kapitel. Also ich vermute mal nicht, dass das schon das Ende des dritten Akt war. Das wäre ein krass kurzer Akt. Ja, ne, okay, war einfach nur ein Kapitel, okay. Auch wenn ich frage, was wir den Rest des dritten Akts machen werden. Ich schätze Vorbereitungen auf den Krieg. Und vielleicht Rivalries noch ein paar. Ein paar, als ob da auch so viele gibt, noch 5 halt. Ne, 4. 4 vor dem letzten. The Chancellor, Emperor Dracula's reborn. The winds of fate are inscrutable as ever. Even so, the big picture start to come together at last. Including the reason why Father would entrust so much authority to him. Indeed. Sounds like Elisa's father and George have quite a bit of baggage too. Yeah. The Black Workshop and the Ebonite was even more dreadful than anything we could have expected. The Chancellor's true intentions aside, we finally gotten a glimpse into the cause of the Empire's growth. You're right, this is a real bombshell. But the rivalry of the Seven might just be our avenue to fight back against the curse. Right, thanks to Rosalia and everyone, I've steeled my resolve to go through with the remaining rivalries. We have to keep moving forward, for Millium and for Valimar. Absolutely, we are with you. We'll fight with everything we have until the very end. Right, as Class 7. Seems all of this has really helped you move forward in more ways than one. And if a Lionheart Emperor is to take an appearance in the story, then I can very well let myself be outdone by him, nor can I. That's right, I'm glad we were finally able to find a role for ourselves in all of this. Are you sure you don't mind? Providing Tor with support, I mean. Don't you worry about a thing. We've been studying the terminal controls little by little. Yes, we've read the manual inside and out. I'm sure we'll be able to provide some assistance when you need it. It really is amazing how you two got used to everything in no time at all. Elise, Your Highness, I'll be counting on you from now on, okay? You got it. Sheesh, you really can't underestimate those two. Everyone from the Brand campus is going all out, so we'd better keep tempo with them. Last time to you? Now, it's about time we put together our itinerary. I should think our next objective is pretty clear, no? Right, Grandmother showed me the situation before we left. Looked like 2 Divine Knights and their Awakeners have taken up position at separate shrines. Oh, we können auch Crossbell. The Palatinate Knight is at the Draco Shrine in Sutherland and the Argent Knight at the Stellar Shrine in Crossbell. They'll probably be making preparations for the rivalries, given that the war's about to start. Well, guess nobody can accuse the Maiden of the Jaeger King of having a poor work ethic. I'm sure we're all ready to go right now, but we've spent half a day at the Lunar Shrine already. I say we pick just one spot and give it our undivided attention. Agreed. In addition to the shrine, I'd also like to check in on the surrounding area. So which place are you gonna hit up first? My lord is in Crossbell, so naturally my interests lie there. Considering the distance, it might be better to start with the boss at the Draco Shrine and work our way east. Good point. It was off Old Agria Road, east of Palm, right? So once we're ready, let's head over there and start our reconnaissance. Sounds like a plan. By the way, several requests came through not long ago. If you could spare some time to take care of those, I and the requested would greatly appreciate it. Understood. In that case, I suppose it's time we mobilize once again. Yes, as Class 7 and the Radiant Wings both. Kurt hat aber auch einen Narren an den Namen Radiant Wings gefressen, ne? With the Courageous 2, the range of places we can explore is going to expand quite a lot. Before taking on the rivalries themselves, We need to do what we can to help people in each area. Oh, Ian, one last thing. I just spoke with Juna and Kurt, and the next time you go down to the server, would you please take me to... Ja! Ja! Natürlich! You want to come along? Yeah, we... But where's the ship operator over here? Oh, wait, Wien, halt deine Scheißfresse! Die kommt mit. Elite and the others are going to help out, so we'll have some leeway to work with here. After all, there are some cases where contacting everyone is going to be a lot easier from the surface. I'd be away from actual combat, but I think I could help you out with my orders, so what do you say? Understood. We weren't planning to do any more than scout the Draco Shrine today anyway. Just don't overdo it, Tora, okay? Right, I won't. Even if it just for a little while, I won't let you go down. Oh, and I've sent the orders to the terminal. Check it out if you're so inclined. You bet. Thanks. Warum kann ich sie nicht mit ihr kämpfen? Ich muss erstmal Party mitnehmen. Emma hat gerade schon einen guten Job gemacht, aber ich mag tatsächlich Elliot als Heiler lieber. Da ich jetzt freie Wahl habe, kann ich komplett mein Lieblingsteam nehmen. Dann nehme ich noch Geist mit, weil Geist einfach ein cooler Dude ist. Und von dem glaube ich noch viel mit, damit ich für Nightmare Run levelt. The situation in each location has completely changed, and you can now visit the City of Orders and its surrounding roads. Crow will be accompanying your party. She won't participate in direct combat, but she'll provide powerful orders to support you and your party. About Celine's orders, when Emma is in your party, Celine's Brave Order Midnight Onyx will be available. Received bonding points, 5 Stück. Green, Altina, Rosalia, Celine. Das war erst der zweite von 4 bei Reen. Oh. Chancellor Osborne was revealed to be a reincarnation of Emperor Draco. His Ebonite was the cause of many tragic events. Ja, ich habe immer diese Charakterinformationen über Reen habe ich immer so als Checkpoint für die Story gesehen. Deswegen würde ich würde mal sagen, wir sind jetzt in etwa zur Hälfte mit dem Spiel durch, würde ich sagen. Altina got to see Milliam again, if only for a short time. This time, Altina was able to express herself much better to her sister. The original Rosalia was a holy beast who fused with the witch's elbow. The Rosalia of today is her familiar. Celine learned that Rosalia was also once a familiar. She agreed to take over as leader of the clan if anything happens to Rose. Wir haben jetzt aktuell 51 Stunden und wie gesagt, ich würde mal sagen, wir haben knapp die Hälfte des Spiels geschafft. Wir haben noch was vor. Eine Quest? Ich soll mal gucken. Mit wem kann ich denn hier alles so Talky machen? Mit Tower. Ich kann mit Tower das zweite Herz gewinnen. Was ist Ihre Quest? I wonder if those two are really going to be okay. Valerie, is there some kind of trouble? Instructor Reed. Actually, we've recently had some noise slipping into our communication with Valimar. Louise and Tatiana have gone out there to pinpoint what's causing it. Noise, huh? How bad are we talking? Well, it's essentially just a small amount of static. Nothing that would delay operations or anything like that. Still, I think it'd be a bad idea to just let it be. That's why I'm working with Louise and Tatiana to take care of it. Our analysis has revealed the general area of 2 points where the noise seems to be originating from. I see, so that's why the girls have gone down to investigate. Yeah, it seems like the source can be specifically determined with this special Arcus-2 detection app. I never realized the Arcus-2 was capable of that. Seems like you two are making pretty good use of it. It's all because Those field exercises covered such a wide range of topics. In any case, Luis and Tatiana are there purely for investigative purposes, so I doubt we'll have any problems, but it's completely natural to be worried. Sure, they've had provisional training, but support roles are what they're used to. Should I go down with the comp team and provide? I want to help out any way I can. Okay, we do have some leeway right now. I'm going to help out as much as I can. Dr. Wien, thank you so much. So where were Luis and Tatiana headed? Luis is at Aurus Coastal Road and Tatiana is at Misante Bay Road. I believe that they are still in the middle of their search for the noise's source. I'll send word myself, but if you find a moment to go meet with them, it'd be a great help. Okay, sounds good. Klingt gut. Werden wir dann nicht mehr heute machen, aber wir werden es machen. I managed to get a read on the location of the Hercules 5th Squad who escaped before. They've holed up in a blockaded area someplace in Avon Hill. I'd like to ask for your help again to finish the job once and for all. This time, I know we can bring them in. I'll meet you at Hotel Hortensia in order. Kayla. There's been a disaster. We've run into a problem at the Radio Twister right before we were about to record our latest show. We need replacement actor ASAP. If you can help, I'll give you the details in person. A larger-than-life monster has been spotted on the banks of Lake Gala. We suspect this is the same life form witnessed in Misante, having now dragged itself out of the water. Galeosaurus. We should be able to handle it on our own so long as we act quickly. Na gut. Da habe ich ja logischerweise mitgemacht.
Seems you had it tough. Until next time.
Das wollte ich machen.
No. Oh wow.
20% Info lockt in 30. Immerhin halt mittlerweile 30% der Profildinger mal fertig. Holy. 60% bei Monstern, das ist auch schön.
Let me take a look. Wow. This is...
Bei Büchern steht leider nicht dabei, wie viel es ist. Aber jetzt kann ich nochmal das hier machen. Der Unity Ranking leider noch nicht hoch. Ja. Hier ist eine Menge zu tun. Hier ist... Ich merke schon, die Runde nächstes Mal wird groß. Wir haben 5 Events. Ich denke, wir werden auf jeden Fall Tower machen. Wir werden Tower, Gaius, Laura, Curl und Celine machen, weil das sind die ohne Herd, beziehungsweise Tower halt mit Herd. Ansonsten hätten wir noch, wenn wir noch einen weiteren Punkt bekommen, Elfin, Sarah und Newsay. Die habe ich halt alles schon ein Herd-Event gemacht. Da muss ich halt aufpassen, dass ich da nicht irgendwie dann auf einmal ein blödes Ende kriege, weil, hey, du hast irgendwie gecheatet für eins der Mädels oder so, keine Ahnung. Ah gut, logischerweise komme ich da gar nicht hin. Das werde ich beim nächsten Mal machen. Ich denke, das war es auch erstmal für heute. Hab noch ein bisschen was zu erledigen. Steht ja eigentlich Akt 3, da steht nichts mit Seekers of the Dawn. Steht tatsächlich nichts mit mit Dings hier Kapitel. Das stand beim zweiten Akt, glaube ich, dabei. Dann würde ich sagen, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen, vielen Dank Raspur. Ich weiß nicht, ob du noch dabei bist oder du mittlerweile selber am Stream bist. Ich schaue gleich mal nach. Ansonsten für die, die auf YouTube schauen, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Wenn euch das Video gefallen hat, beziehungsweise die ganzen Videos, Lasst doch gerne einen Daumen nach oben und ein Abo da, um nichts zu verpassen. Schaut in die Beschreibung, dort ist der Link zu meinem Twitch-Kanal. Dort könnt ihr sehen, wenn ich live gehe. Dieses Video sollte irgendwann im Januar jetzt kommen, von daher werde ich auch schon wieder live sein, denn ich werde über die Weihnachtszeit nicht live kommen, aber das wisst ihr ja durch das Infovideo, wenn ihr das Video schaut schon. Von daher, bis dann, haut rein.
Okay.
Ciao, ciao.